Hey, happy Friday, Matt Helbig. It's another Feedback Friday where we talk about some sick little emails from Honey. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to jump in and look at these Honey emails.
Thanks, Honey.
This episode is sponsored by Knack. With Knack, you can build your own really good emails in minutes. Create incredible emails with their drag and drop email builder and get them to market 10 times faster. No coding or agency required. It's the platform email geeks need now. The folks at Knack would love to show you how thousands of marketers build their emails every day. Check out the link below.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty interested in what they're doing here. Honey is a tiny little company worth not very much money. Not true. But they've done a nice job of, showing me how I can use Honey, how it can be effective, and what I can do here. And, I'm not often a fan of this zigzag approach. It can get sort of overused because it's hard to do right. But they've done a really nice job here. One of the things that makes this work is they also live text. Nice job, folks. But they use this same heading style for 1, 2, 3, and then a slightly smaller heading style to talk about the contents, and then a nice kind of gray, readable but less contrasty text. So I get to go, shop like normal on my laptop, add items, price drop alert. I get to see the flow of how this works, and if I really want to read in, I can. And then these circular image types work really well to not feel too heavy and blocky. And the whole focus here is to add a drop list, right? So I want to start shopping for specific things. I can create a drop list so that I can get those updates. Makes a lot of sense. I really like the way that they move through this email. And then that's it. Just, create a drop list. Okay, you want to know how that works? Cool, create a drop list. And gets out of the way. Do you think this one's working?
Yeah, I've been using Honey for a long time at this point, and I feel earlier on they didn't have emails like this. It was more like plain text emails. So it's interesting to me to see them maybe now invest a little bit more and try out some more of this content in email that they have that channel to promote rather than just this being a plain text email. But they're really smart with the notifications they send you when you add things to your drop list. So I think they have a pretty robust email program, and it probably drives a lot of sales for them.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. This is another good example where, they use a not uncomplex layout. It has some complexity to it, but they do a nice job of keeping it pretty simple, straightforward, and using a 2-column grid to make it, really readable and easy to digest. So they start out with this, big header image. Notice little things like this gold that shimmers every now and then. It's just really fun the way that happens, and that little GIF can add a lot of, detail. Same with, a little image like this where this number is shifting. It's pretty powerful and interesting. And they just do a nice job with their typographic hierarchy, headings that are nice and dark, and then your subtext that's a lighter weight font. And, on other emails, they had the gray text here. So this maybe is an older one or a newer one. The only thing that for me happens here is I get a little overwhelmed by these big colors and imagery. It becomes a little bit hard to feel like I need to read each of these things. I wonder how much actual readability they get from that.
Yeah, these this is a popular category of this more like recap report emails on our site. So it's interesting to see, their take on it. I think the mobile view is probably a little bit better for me, just, having a little bit more white space and letting those big, blocky images breathe a little bit. But I think as a scannable report, I think it works pretty well. I guess they could really decide, what each of these metrics are the most important, because they are sort of throwing a lot of information at you, and maybe you only, care about one specific thing or something. So, but I think maybe in this one I would love like a personalization thing, like how much money you saved or something. I think that would be really cool if they could do that for each user. Like I know they're bringing in your Honey Gold, but if this was maybe personalized to you rather than the community of their members. I think that could be a little bit more personal, for sure.
I agree. Here's an interesting holiday one where they just get people into, gift away. These are tough. Often gift or giveaway type of things, you have to have a lot of legalese, or people do a lot of legalese, whether you have to have it or not is per company probably. But I think that they did a pretty nice job of giving as much attention to a simple thing as possible and driving toward that one simple enter holiday gift away, where a lot of people end up adding much, much more to this than they really need. So I think they did a nice job. Have you seen anything different done well in this kind of category?
Yeah, these contest ones are kind of hard because sometimes they feel a little spammy, or it feels like they're just partnering with someone to get some more information about you.
Right.
So maybe just that caveat of when you're doing some of these giveaways, or gift away in this case, trying to make them feel a little bit more natural and less like, salesy or scammy. I think this one does a pretty good job of it being pretty short and to the point, but if seeing this in my inbox, I always kind of feel like, oh, well, why am I getting this? Or, something like that. So.
Right. Yeah. All right. Good. Got a couple of more here just to show, look at these really nice views of almost a receipt-oriented way of thinking. Really impressed with how easy to read this is on mobile and on desktop. And then, just more of this consistent content. This is more of a newsletter with some content that they've got going on, and just really impressed. So well done, Honey. I think you all are really killing it. If you want to sponsor us with some of that special money, and feel free. But we're just happy to be here. Happy to have some good emails going on here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great one.
See ya.